Good afternoon, everybody. बहुत धीरे बोल रहे हैं आप. I said good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much. I request if we can switch off, not switch off, just keep our mobile phones on the vibration mode. That will help. Myself, Munish. I will be moderating, but I think the panelists are quite experienced actually, so I may not be required for a long time. I personally want to thank SEMA actually, because not because of professional reasons, because of personal reasons, that I am meeting Amol sir after 18 years. In the streets of Delhi, we used to search homeless people and from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in 1999-2000. That was the time we met actually. Now we are meeting again. So thank you, SEMA. I just give you 2-3 minutes of background actually. See, the word NGO actually coined with, it says non-government organization, and one of the idea was that non-government organization means which they are able to do the work which government is not able to do. At times means reaching to the unreached. Poor tak pahunchenge. We will reach to the last mile. This was the perception and the background towards that. And over a period of time, because NGO concept is from the pre-independence era, it evolved. Sometimes we call it voluntary organization, sometimes we call it civil society organization. It does not mean other people are not civil. Sir, I consider myself lucky enough that when this CSR thing was happening between 2003, 2004, 2005, we actually lived this era. And I myself was in a funding agency actually, and I was based in Netherlands when this whole CSR debate was going on, and the whole NGO sector was panicking. So in Netherlands, I was in Belgium, and I was almost fighting for funds for India, because I was the India director. And one lady in Brussels said, "Hey Indians, why you need money? India shining." Because India shining was the term, and globally it was used. So I was pleasantly shocked that that's fine. But the thing was, they say you have CSR money, and she sometimes Googled it, and today I Googled it. At Quora it says 60,000 crores available for CSR fund. But at that time, 2006-07, I said, where is that crore money? So one donor was ready to say bye-bye, but by that time I could not hunt the another donor. So it was a bit of a panic. It was a transition which happened so quickly actually. Internationally started declining. That was one. Now some data, how the NGOs were perceived. Once in Assam, iske thoda suniga, you can please disagree if you say. In one of the government meeting, NGOs were, there was a flood and NGOs were sitting. So one government officer said, "Oh, come on, 90% NGOs are corrupt." This is sometimes the first perception. And there was a fight. And it's not wrong, as Jinsis had said, that sometimes NGOs are also responsible for it. The problem is, to register a clinic, you need to be a doctor. To register as a lawyer, you need to be a lawyer, bar chamber. To register an NGO, you need not to be anything actually. You go and register an NGO. So that's why there are so many NGOs. Second thing is, challenge I think which panelists may address and should address. देखिए, बहुत बार आता है which are the credible organization NGOs. We had some activist NGO partners who said, "Munish, can you ask the corporates who are the credible corporates?" So why every time it's the credible NGOs? How to find the credible corporates? जैसे बेईमान NGO होते हैं, बेईमान corporate होते हैं. See, 90% NGOs are corrupt. So the premise itself is not on trust or lack of understanding, as Jinsis has said. Third thing, this is most important, I will stop. The foundation of corporates is a for-profit sector. The foundation of an NGO is a not-for-profit sector. So the basic premise is opposite actually. So when the non-profit sector meets the profit sector, these are the two foreign bodies coming together. Two foreign bodies means if I try to paste this paper on wood, it won't paste. We need a certain adhesive, a Fevicol or a stapler or a tape. So bridge is almost looking like an adhesive. So that till the adhesive is there, NGO and the corporate sector is there. So sir, the panel discussion I start with this as well. What is that adhesive? Like in last 10 years or 7 years or 6 years, have we ever able to create that adhesive or a Fevicol so that two sectors can come together? That is one question. Second will be, there was some efforts by Tata Institute of Social Sciences that one national CSR hub came. So I really don't know, because for 2.5 years I'm away from the NGO sector. Like what were the successes of that? Because the idea was that this hub will help to bring NGOs and corporate together. And third, sir, and the last one, corporates will be very happy to support organizations which are service oriented, but when one of the character of civil society is also to raise rights and all, so whether corporates will be have faith and the ability to connect with those agencies which are not purely in a service mode of education, health. If they say we want to work on forest rights, land rights, tribal rights, so there the CSR will help those NGOs or not. So sir, I request the chair to start, and we will divide in a manner like 5 to 7 minutes to each speaker, because I am sure there is a combination of NGOs as well as corporates who would like to raise some questions as well. So sir, 30 minutes to all of you, 5 to 7 minutes each of you, and then 30 minutes of discussion.